we've sold thousands of lots to people willing to exchange on the day and complete within 28 days. Property auctions made quick, easy and simple. Clive Emson Land and Property Auctioneers.
Well, hello everybody. Yes, welcome back to the Clive Emson February auction show. And what a treat we have for you now, because we're going to take a deep dive into some of the feature lots. We've got Paul Bridgeman, of course, alongside us to take through his main feature lot of the show. Paul, how are you today?
Yeah, really good. Yourself, Ian?
Always happy to see you, of course, Paul. You know that. I'm always a happy man to see you.
Well,
now,
the sun's shining. What more do you want?
The sun is shining. You're back in the office today as well. Is that right?
That's right. Yes. Yeah. I was out and about last time we spoke. So, back in the office today.
Fantastic. Now, the purpose of this show is we're going to deep dive and focus on your feature lot today, aren't we? So what is it, right, Paul? Feature lot 49, isn't it?
Yeah, lot number 49, which is number 49, coincidentally, Lower Anchor Street in Chelmsford, just over the road from the office here. We should see a bit more in a minute, but it's a really nice three-bedroom house, older style, close to the city centre, great location for bars, restaurants, town city centre shopping. Now, it looks a little bit unfortunate there, just with the boarded up window at the first floor level, but it's a really simple explanation for it. It's a property that was purchased by a couple, and the first floor window was ordered to be fitted and built in, but when it came, it was the wrong size. Sad circumstances after that, but as I say, the job never got finished. Inside, it looks amazing, and we'll see the video in a moment. But it's not a big fix, and it's a really nice house. But yeah, so just from the outside there, that boarding just doesn't make it look great at the moment. But say it is a lovely house inside.
Yeah, I mean, I always say don't judge a book by its cover, don't they, Paul? And as you said, we are going to see inside it very, very shortly in the video, of course. Before we do that, don't forget, if you do want to view the full catalogue of all, is it 142 lots, was it, Paul? 142? Yeah, 142 lots in total going under the hammer in the February auction. Just before we move into the video, very quickly, Paul, when does the auction start? How does it work? When does it finish?
Yeah, that's right. All the lots are live on our website now. So you can go to cliveemson.co.uk now. Say all the links to it, I believe, are in the body of the broadcast, so you can have a look there.
They are.
I'm learning. So you can find all the lots on the website. And you can go and book viewings. You can download legal packs. You can see more video, more photographs, more content on all the properties and all the lots that we've got for auction. The auction will then end on Wednesday, the 8th of February. But 2 days prior to that, on Monday the 6th, all the lots will go live for bidding. And no doubt Ian and I will see you again before then, and we'll do a countdown to all the lots going live. But as I say, once the bidding goes live, each lot is then given a designated finish time on Wednesday the 8th of February. So you've got until then to make your bids. And once the clock counts down to 0, will be the exchange of contracts, as long as you're the highest bidder above the reserve price. It will let you know once the reserve has been passed, so that you know you're in the game to be buying it. But as I say, you just need to go to the website. You'll be able to register to bid, and you'll be able to see all the information you require in order to make sure it's the right purchase for you. You can download the legal pack, take it to your solicitor, get your own legal advice on it. You can book viewings, surveys, all that sort of thing, and just and have absolute full knowledge about the property before you bid. So obviously on the day, if you are successful, you will exchange contracts, and at that point you will be legally bound to purchase the property. So it gets serious quite quick, but as I say, there's some great buys to have there. Some really interesting lots this time as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. If you haven't already seen, we've done a number of shows already, 3 shows already working through the lots. The first show was lots 1 to 49, then it was 50 to 99, and then 100 to 142. Do go back and watch them. They are across the Clive Emson Auctioneers social media channels. They're all on YouTube. They're all on Facebook. They're all on Twitter as well. Clive Emson Auctioneers. That's the place to go and view it. Right, Paul. It's time to have a look. We've seen the outside. Here it is again, just for those. Lot 49 Lower Anchor Street in Chelmsford. Let's take a little deep dive and have a poke around, shall we? Here's the video. I'll tell you something, Paul. As we said before, don't judge a book by its cover. That is stunning inside, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And so the extension was put on, we believe, in the 70s. So as I say, they've extended that back, obviously, to create that lovely kitchen area and to dining area as well, breakfast room, and the bathroom as well. And with the light coming in, the Velux windows really creates a nice feel to it. And they've got the nice sort of feature radiators in there. It just needs some finishing off. But it's a beautiful house in a great location as well. Nice sort of courtyard garden as well. Really make a nice feature of that. You've got the double gates coming in on the side. You might be able to get a small car off road, subject to obviously getting a drop curb put in as well. But as I said, you need a Mini or a smart car, I think, to get in there. But
we got a little Citroen C1. One of those would fit in quite nice, wouldn't it?
One of those, yeah, that's right. Yes,
for a 4KA, Paul, you know only too well.
Well, let's not get on that subject again. Got myself in trouble last time. But yeah, no, it's a really nice house inside. Like I say, it just needs some finishing off. But like I say, the location is the big seller as well. I've got to say, thanks to our joint auctioneers on this one, who are Bond Residential in Chelmsford. Graham from the office there called us and said that this might be something that the client needs to investigate, the auction route, and they spotted the opportunity and got us involved. And I do believe that hopefully we can get a sale for the client and sort of take away the stress and the worry of having the property.
Absolutely. Now, we must say, of course, that's one of the feature lots we've shown in this feature. They're all feature lots, aren't there? 142 in total, but we've really deep dived into this one. Don't forget, head over to cliveemson.co.uk to see all 142 lots. Download the catalogue. If you like the look of that, if you're in Chelmsford or you're just outside, you're looking for an investment or something, do get in touch with us. If you have a question as well, you can call us as well. What's the number, Paul?
The number is 0345 8500 Oh, you can see it on screen there. Yes,
down that way, isn't it? I'm backwards looking at it as it comes on the screen. There's a link in the body of this broadcast too. It'll take you straight through to the Clive Emson. You don't even have to type it out. How easy is that? And you can view everything. You can get the legal pack for lot 49 as well. 49 Lower Anchor Street. We must say 49, and it's lot 49 as well. Who decides what number order they go in, Paul? Is it just as they come in?
No, I mean, we used to think that we think about it very carefully. We always want a nice one to start with, and then a good one to finish to keep all the people in the auction room. But now obviously, because we do the auctions online, it doesn't really have a great relevance. No, it's pretty much just as they come in. Yes, yeah.
I also imagine as well, you look at the lots and they come in, that one's going to be an absolute corker. But then it could be a garage block that steals the show, couldn't it? So you just don't really know which one's going to best.
No idea. No, that's right. No, I mean, sometimes you know, this one's special. This one's going to be really, really attractive. And then sometimes something comes completely out of left field and really surprises you about what people are looking for. And again, some of it's price related. Other people, it's the development opportunity perhaps, or the rental income they can get from it. Or as I say, a perfectly good family home that someone might just be able to move straight into. So you just sometimes never know.
Now, before we let you go, Paul, just want to find out a little bit more about you, of course. I'm fascinated by the auction game. I imagine a lot of people out there are. What I want to know is how does somebody get involved? How do you think, right, I'm going to become an auctioneer? How did it all start for you, Paul?
Completely by accident, if I'm absolutely honest. I was working for an estate agent in Essex over in Malden, and a guy I used to work with said, "I've just been offered this job." He said, and I went for the interview, and he said, "It's a bit. I want to be a bit more local, so it's not really for me. But I think you'd really enjoy it." So on my way home that night, I dropped my CV in, and I got a phone call the next day. And I went along for the interview, and I thought, do you know what, this sounds fantastic. As soon as I got involved, I was blown away by auctions. And I've said before, I've become an auction junkie. I love auctions, whether it's property, classic cars, antiques, paintings. The Scouts are doing an auction in the village hall. I have to go and watch. It's one of those things.
You don't just watch, Paul. You go get involved, don't you?
Well, that's it.
Do we have a volunteer for the auction? Oh, I'll do it.
And as I say, when I got involved in auctions, I was kind of doing the backroom stuff, the contracts, the taking deposits, telephone bids, that sort of thing. And then I got involved in the appraisal side, putting the auctions together. And then one day, my ex-boss said to me, "We're thinking of having someone who works on the Scottish auction," which is what I did at the time, but actually doing the Scottish auction as well. And as you can imagine, with my broad Essex accent, I was just the man for the job. So, well, I had grandparents who lived in Scotland, so that kind of qualified me for it. And I then went up, did my first auction. I did 10 lots in the first sale that we did. And I remember shaking like an absolute leaf. I stood at the Grand Central Hotel at Central Station, Glasgow, and there must have been 500, 700 people in this auction room. Wow. It was heaving. And I remember the first flat I sold. It was a little a little residential investment in Hoyk in the Scottish borders for £17,000.
Wow.
And
Blimey.
then, yeah, as I say, I did 20 the next time, 30 the next time, and then sort of go free to do the auctions from start to finish. And I mean, they were quite big auctions in the days. They were sort of 80, 90, to get towards 100 lots. So that was quite a stint on the rostrum. It's the best part of 4 or 5 hours standing up there selling. And then, so my role progressed to doing auctions in London, Bristol, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, all over the place, and it was great fun. And as I've said before, the only ones I really struggled with was the pronunciation in North Wales. Everything else, no problem at all, but North Wales always stumped me.
North Wales, lovely part of the country, but yes,
absolutely.
the names are very difficult. Very difficult.
So I just used to introduce them as Lot 1 and Lot 2, and so on and so on, and let them tell me what the address was, because I just couldn't pronounce it. I could do the Scottish and the Irish ones we sometimes had, but no, my brain didn't work that way.
Right, Paul.
Clive called me and said, we're thinking of opening an office in Essex, and that was 8 years ago, and here I am.
Well, and it's going well, isn't it? 142 lots sort of look like they're falling under the team's responsibility. An amazing effort, even in difficult times as well. So congratulations to you and everybody. Of course, throughout the course of the next few days, you're going to meet the rest of the Clive Emson team as we work through a number of the other feature lots as well. But Paul, before we do let you go, of course, let me put this scenario to you. It's a Sunday afternoon and you're feeling a little bit hungry. Sunday, remember, in winter. Are you going for a roast dinner or are you going for something else? What's your food of choice on a cosy Sunday afternoon?
Well, Sunday afternoon in February, I think it's got to be a roast dinner, isn't it? A nice little roast beef or a roast chicken, and I love cooking a roast as well. So that's my thing. Bottle of red wine in the kitchen and leave me to it. But my absolute favourite meal was a paella. I love paella.
Yeah, okay. A nice chorizo paella, chicken and chorizo paella for me. Right, Paul, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, that was lot 49 Lower Anchor Street, Chelmsford in Essex. We've just seen the video there. We've got the pictures as well. But to find out more about it, do head over to cliveemson.co.uk. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. Wherever you're watching it, make sure you do download everything. Bidding goes live on the 6th of February as well. That is coming up very soon. It's going to be an exciting one. Make sure you look out for it. We will be back for another show where we're checking out some more of the feature lots. So, Paul, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's always so happy to see your happy face as always.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Ian. Nice to see
you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
We've sold thousands of lots to people willing to exchange on the day and complete within 28 days. Property auctions made quick, easy and simple. Clive Emson Land and Property Auctioneers.